We're at Bekisa today in the Free State, and with me I've got Lafras Senior and Lafras Junior.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it a lot, and it's such a blessing to be here today and to be able to share my story with everyone and to be able to motivate everyone and just show them that anything's possible.
Your racing career started age 7 on motocross. Tell us more about that.
Well, my dad got me into the motocross racing. I started with a Pee Wee 50 for my first year. I was so scared. I can remember my first race. When everyone started, I stood like a bit back. Didn't want to race. Like, let them go. I'll catch up to you, then I'll beat you anyway.
Well, tell us more about that CBR 150 year you had, Lafras.
Well, the first year of the first race, I was quite nervous. You didn't know what to expect. I can remember with the motocross, when you start, you just drop the clutch and then you go. And with my first race, I thought, okay, well, maybe I should just drop the clutch and go. And as I dropped the clutch, the front wheel lifted and I got such a big fright. And that's why I learned, okay, well, that's a bit different when you start. You have to let the clutch go slowly. But with my first race, I can't really remember where I ended, but I know I did well for my first race. Second race, top 10. Then the third race, I think I had my first podium. And I don't know if the rest of the year went well as well. I think I had 2 podiums in my first year. And then I went on to 2010, where I wanted to push forward to win the championship, because now I'm like, okay, I'm top 3, I can actually do this. So in 2010, the whole year I was second in the championship, then third, and we were 4 people competing for the championship. Was me, Adolf Boshoff, Troy Besaidnout, and Keegan Ike. And we were having a big job, we were having awesome racing. So I was second in the championship when it came to Bekisa, and I was also doing the 125 GP racing. But with the race at Bekisa, I was like, okay, this is my home race, I have to win this race, and I needed the points to catch up with the guy that's first. So then the first race finished, came third, wasn't too happy about it, but it was a good race. Then the second race, I knew I had to win this one. So as we did the racing, we went on second lap, I was third. The guy that was first was getting away, so I was like, okay, I have to catch him. So as I tried to pass the guy that was second, my front wheel touched his back wheel and I fell. And that was in the second corner of Bekisa, just after the first corner. As I fell, I stood up, but that didn't hurt me at all. What did hurt me is that I didn't have enough time to get out of the way. And the people behind me then drove into me and they hit me from the side, or the one guy hit me from the side. So that ended up me breaking my leg. I broke my arm, both bones in my arm. Then my pelvis, I broke the front and the back of it. For the first week or so, I was like in an induced coma, so I can't remember anything of it. And then when I came back, at first I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what's going on. I thought I got a big concussion. I didn't know anything was broken. And then the doctor slowly came to you and you realize, okay, well, this is bigger than you think. But at that stage, I didn't know that I'm going to be paralyzed yet. I thought, oh, well, I have to get a new helmet, I have to get a new suit, because I have to get back on the bike. I have the championship that I have to go fight for. And at that stage, you love the racing so much, it's become your whole life. It's something you have such a big love for. And then one day the doctor came to you and he just told me well, you're not able to walk anymore again. And the first thing you think about is, but what about my racing? What about the one thing in life I really have such a love for? What now? Now I've lost this. Now I'm not able to do the one thing I love so much anymore. And then there's you don't care about anything anymore. You're just so depressed then, and you don't want to live anymore, because you're like, okay, well, what's worth living for now? I can't walk, I can't do this, I can't do that. There's nothing I can do. That your head, you think you can't do anything, but then after a while you just have to make this mind switch. And I made this mind switch, I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm going to make this switch and just I can do this and I'm going to get through this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to do about certain things. I don't know how I'm going to do that, how am I going to do this. But I will find a way and I will make the best of it and I will get through it. And that's, I think most people that go through life with something might be wrong, something they believe they cannot do, just because in their mind they're not capable by themselves of doing it. But once you put your mind to it, you can do it. It might not be the same, but most of the times you can, if you just push hard enough, you can do it better than you could have done it before. So then I just made the switch and I forced myself to be positive. I didn't give up at all.
Right, so obviously that is, I don't think anything any parent would want to go through. But there was a turning point, and this is where I think Lafra's story really comes to life. Today, first time in 6-7 years, back on a motorcycle. That must have meant a lot to you.
Well, it does mean a lot. The entire week, this week, like at varsity, you don't really focus in class. You're just like, I'm gonna ride this week, and you don't think about, oh, this math problem, I don't know how to do it. And you're like, okay, this bike, I'm gonna ride it. So the whole week I was so excited, and getting here, getting on top of the bike, you don't know what to expect. Like, it's my first time on a 600. It's my first time in 7 years back on the bike. You don't know how the speed is gonna feel. You don't know how the track's gonna feel. You know, you have to ride different now. So it's all new. It was a complete unknown to me, but so excited. I couldn't wait. I didn't care about the unknown. I didn't care about being scared. I was just more excited than anything else. Oh, I don't have much to say anymore. You know my story now, but just the one thing I've realized since varsity and since my racing as well, and something that motivates me every day, is just to never underestimate yourself, never to not think that you're good enough, because if you believe in yourself, I promise you can do it. And to struggle through life is not the problem. If it was easy, anyone can do it, and if it was easy, everyone would do it. But if you are willing to struggle through the hard times, I promise getting through it and getting to the other end is going to mean so much more to you than just to get everything in life easily. Be willing to struggle through life, because that's what's going to get you far. Being on track, feel the speed, the adrenaline, it's amazing. I can't explain it. So it's been 6 years, actually it's 6-7 years. So this is my first time back on the bike, back on Phakisa again. First time on the 600 as well. So I really enjoyed it. I do enjoy it. It's amazing. Can't explain it.